utility. So it's just going to be straight up brawl now into this round. Aim duels galore. And let's see, right now 3 players making their way, or rather, yeah, 3 players over towards Ivy. One to hold A main. I think that's Major that's looking to try and make his way down Pop Dog. So it seems like the goal is going to be a split towards this A bomb site. And Carrigan is going to be the first line of defense over towards Ivy. Spots out a few players, and by shooting a few shots, we'll be able to just slow them down for the moment. Not a lot of damage being done. A couple of dinks came into the wall, etc. And oh, there we go. Nico finally going to go ahead and get himself a kill. So Calyx will fall. Man advantage, 2-man advantage claimed in favor of FaZe. What a shot by Nico, and Carrigan finally going to take down Xanthers. And this round is just completely falling apart. Space Soldiers just taking these 1v1 duels with the Glocks. Not really ideal, especially at long range. Look at Engine right now, trying to actually fight this one out up against the P2000s and USPs. And Ryan is just going to be able to take him down immediately. So it's all on to Major now. 1 on 5. Looking like FaZe Clan will be able to get themselves the pistol to start this one off. Reminder, on the previous map, Space Soldiers did pick up that first pistol round. And in the end, it was a 16-5 scoreline. Of course, FaZe been able to pull off the force by following it. Still getting very aggressive right now. May get taken down. Well, eventually. Major traded out almost immediately by Exist. So a 1-0 start for FaZe. Space Soldiers without a bomb plant likely will be going for the force buy into this one, I would presume. Maybe keep a bit of money on towards Paz in order to get that op out into the first gun round. Let's see. Just Deegs, it seems. I like this. You don't really need the Kevlar if you're going to be going for those straight up 1 Deegs anyway. They keep some money. They'll be able to get out the utility into the first gun round, and also maybe an op. So let's see what they can do with these now. This is probably going to see a very similar round to the previous, but this time I'd say they're probably in a better position. Having those Deagles rather than the Glocks at long range is always better. And look at that shot by Engine. Exist getting aggressive on B. He gets taken down. Luckily enough, Guardian is still on this side of the map, so the T's won't be able to just immediately push in. But Carrigan to go ahead and return that one towards Calyx. They're through the smoke over towards Ivy. So 4 on 4 now. Engine looking to try and commit towards B. Isn't really going to work out for him. Guardian long range with the M4, of course, is always going to be favoured. Major as well getting damage down low. Xanthers has got himself into a decent position actually, and it may work out. Spots out 1 player in heaven. Nice shot onto Nico. And I think he hears the step towards Ivy as well, so getting some damage done at least. Carrigan down to only 30 HP. Will eventually fall. Another kill perhaps for Xanthers. He spots out a player towards the stop sign. But look at the HP for all 3 of these players currently on Space Soldiers. 6, 1 and 5 up against Rain and Guardian, who are working with those M4s and 100 HP. Not going to be easy right now, even with that man advantage. And look at this, Rain going to be positioning himself on the back lines. Spots out the shoulder of 1 player. Actually Major as he decides to peek out. Xanthers will remain alive, but just about. Let's see where they decide to actually take this one now, because only 25 seconds remaining. Yeah, I think they're just going to run over towards B. They may actually be able to at least find the bomb plant. That'd be ideal, of course. Only investing into the Deagles in this round, no Kevlar nor utility. That would be pretty decent for them to at least get that extra $800 per player going into that first gun round. Then they'd have an extremely solid buy. Let's see, Xanthers taking his time to get onto the bomb site. Has to be safe. Will be able to get that bomb plant in. And no utility to stop to actually stop that either. So yeah, it goes down 2 on 2 now. Let's see if some amazing shots can be his. Xanthers with the Deagle spots out the first player towards Connector. Paz up close with the UMP. Maybe able to catch one off guard, and he actually does. Takes down Rain. And Guardian is now all alone in a 1 on 2 to try and clutch this one out. Doesn't have a defuse kit, and I don't believe there's any to be retrieved either, as Paz is going to be able to close it out with the M4. Space Soldiers pull off the force buy. Xanthers and Paz on 1 and 4 HP managed to pull off the 2 versus 2 clutch. And that's Space Soldiers to go ahead and give FaZe a taste of their own medicine. Of course, on Inferno we've seen Space Soldiers pick up that first gun round and then lose the following round up against the Pistols of FaZe. The opposite case this time around is now FaZe themselves are going to go for the force buy. Scout onto Guardian. 2 Deagles and also 2 CZs. And let's see what they're going to be able to find now into this one. They want to at least try and get some kills. 2 M4s being saved over for the D side. 3 AKs bought up. And Major, while fully blinded and also I believe full sprint, is able to actually get that headshot onto Carrigan. So 5 on 4 now for Space Soldiers, and it's going to be increased even further. Nico falls as he tries to challenge towards Ivy. And now Guardian on the bomb site going to be under a lot of pressure. That's an amazing shot onto Paz though. Nice little opening kill to be found, but still with that man disadvantage, and also in terms of the firepower, working from the back foot. The bomb plant should be found quite easily now towards A, and it's going to be an extremely difficult retake. Perhaps if they can get a kill fast, it is possible. Rain towards Ivy, actually hits a great shot on towards Major, spots out another player and actually retrieves himself an M4 to work with, lines them up. Rain doing so much work. All onto Engine now, 31 HP, 2 players to find and 50 seconds to do so. Knows the position of Rain at least, but I'm not sure if he's aware where Guardian is. Previously was over towards Connector, of course, but has actually wrapped around now to join with his teammate. There we go, Engine at least retrieves himself that bomb. He could maybe just run this straight over towards B. And yeah, I think that might be the case, but Guardian having a bit of a read on this one is actually going to begin to rotate in as the scout now. Footsteps have been heard, but it doesn't matter, he finds that shot. Of course, Engine being tagged down quite low means only one was needed for Guardian, was basically an op. And FaZe are going to be able to actually pull off the force by themselves and come in with that instant reset. And the Space Soldiers once again going to go for that full investment. They get what they can out. An AK onto Xantares, pistols onto the rest of the players. Calyx has 450 left in the bank. I presume he won't be keeping this Glock. There we go, he gets P250 in the end. Oh, and actually a second AK brought out for Paz. So it's not a bad buy by any means for Space Soldiers. It's not great, but they at least have 2 AKs to work with. A bit of utility. And one of each of those pistols. Looks like they have a plan as well into this one. Bit of a fake towards A, I guess. 4 players grouping up in the B halls. Guardian and Exist to hold down B. They don't have too much utility to do so. There's a Molotov available for Exist to try and do some damage and also slow the push. And it's actually going to do its job perfectly. Guardian with the nade going to be able to take down one before Exist lines up 2 with the AK. Rain from long range to finish off both kills actually. 3-1. FaZe going to be able to finally pull off one of those anti-ecos. And they shut down the force buy. And that should finally be a full eco now coming in for Space Soldiers. I wouldn't expect Space Soldiers to find too much in this round, maybe a couple of kills. They can pick up this rifle, actually Exist, taking on the 6 HP. As we can see, he has assistance, and also Carrigan coming in on the long flank should have an easy time cleaning this up. Xantares nowhere to be seen alongside his teammates, instead lurking out onto the A-bomb site. Nico is in position, as is Rain now as well. I don't think he actually spotted the head. They should be aware actually now, as I believe shots were coming in from Pop Dog as well. So there we go, the final kill is going to come in for Rain. As FaZe Clan get themselves a 4-1 lead. Another good start coming in now on Train for the European mixture. And finally we're going to see 2 full buys coming in a round. Only took till round number 6. But it is going to be the 5 rifles coming out for Space Soldiers. The 1 off for Guardian to back up the 4 rifles for FaZe, of course. And right now, Space Soldiers looks like they are just going to be going for a bit of a default. Some control looking to be brought in towards Ivy. 2 players, I believe, working towards Pop Dog as well. And Engine making sure no one can get aggressive over towards B. And actually, FaZe Clan themselves have decided to go for a bit more of a offensive setup. They have 1 player pushed up towards Pop Dog. They did have a player pushed up close towards A main, but I believe Guardian now at that op has just decided to fall back off and bring this towards Ivy, actually, where a lot of presence has been shown. Major with a nice Molotov will stop him from being able to actually find anything to work with. So for now it is still a 5-on-5 with a slight HP advantage in favour of the T side, but nothing really too substantial. And I think they probably are going to bring this one over towards B. I think Major's just going to be left as a bit of a lurker to try and cut off the rotates. And see if that's going to be successful. Ooh, Exist almost getting caught off guard. Engine not quite able to find that kill though. But a nicely placed Molotov delayed the further terrorists from actually pushing, but they're still going to be able to find these opening kills. Xantares and Calyx with 1 each. Nice shot by Guardian to take down Engine, but he is still being pushed by another player who's decided to get quite aggressive. But I believe now Paz just going to try and wrap his way around instead towards Connector to find that kill onto Nico, which is successful. And now Guardian and Carrigan to try and clutch this one out in a 2-on-3. Nice game sense coming in from Carrigan as he takes down the first. Guardian to drop Calyx as well. And now it's all onto Xantares, low HP. He's towards upper B, doesn't have a Molotov nor any utility to work with, and he's just going to be taken down immediately by Carrigan. Great retake coming in from FaZe Clan as they manage to get themselves a 5th round onto the board. With the bomb plant coming in, Space Soldiers could buy if they wanted, but it'd be with very little utility. So I think it's likely we'll probably see some pistols and Kevlar just coming in on this round. No, there we go. They actually decide on the buy. I think they were contemplating themselves whether they should invest or not. But yeah, they decide on it. They get the 5 AKs. As I said, the main problem is they're not gonna. They didn't have any money for utilities, and they're not gonna have anything to work with other than 1 smoke and 5 flashes. Not really ideal. Let's see their approach that they're gonna try and bring into this round now. Xanthar is trying to work towards B, and let's see if he's going to be successful. Exist, I believe, just realising probably smarter to fall back off now. Still has a Molotov to work with later in the round if he needs it. I think Guardian threw one down previously to make sure that he wouldn't be actually chased. So here we go. Another round similar to the previous, I guess. I think that's a connector smoke coming in from Calix's, so they may actually try and push aggressive up on the afterplant. Yeah, that's the cutoff to rotate, so nice smoke coming in. We are going to see Space Soldiers now just committing straight towards the B-bomb site, but Exist is ready for it, gets himself 1. Ryan playing around that smoke towards connector, actually working in his favour as he gets 2 kills. Does eventually fall, but Exist still alive on the bomb site. Bomb site is going to be able to clear it up. Really good work once again from FaZe Clan. Space Soldiers not having too much success at actually trying to make their way into these bomb sites. 6-1 currently, and without the bomb plant this time, Space Soldiers are going to be finally forced onto another eco, so FaZe should increase this lead even further. As with the full money bonus built up, I presume we'd see pistols and Kevlar at least being purchased. Seems like only Paz is going to buy Kevlar, interestingly. This needs to be cautious on B. Engine with the Deagle looking for the opening pick. Ooh, what a shot. Takes down Guardian. A second possible. It's Xanthar instead to take down Rain over towards the A-bomb site. What is this? FaZe Clan just getting picked off one by one. The Deagle's doing wonders. And Engine has actually managed to retrieve himself an op to work with as well. So now a weapon into the hands of the Space Soldiers players that they can use to try and win themselves this round. And look how aggressive Exist is getting. Had the opportunity for a backstab, but Major being in a position to make sure he covers his teammate. And now B should be attacked by this T side. They should be able to take it over quite easily, especially as Engine shuts down Nico. And Space Soldiers are about to pull off this eco win. It's all on to Carrigan in the 1-on-5, and he's going to be taken down by Engine as well, who steps it up massively in that round. And get Space Soldiers their second onto the board. FaZe can of course still buy, as we can see. Only real weakness is Rain not having a gun currently. Not sure if there's a rifle on the ground for him. Perhaps there is. I guess we'll find out in just a moment. No, so he will be just working with that CZ. A double up setup between Engine and Paz. That's interesting. I guess with the slow style they've been playing so far, double up setup, not going to be too bad of an idea. It may actually work out, because they're looking to try and get that control towards Ivy mostly, it seems. Rain aggressive with that CZ, of course, trying to play a close range angle, which he chose towards Pop Dog. Calix almost gets caught off guard. It's Nico instead to find that opening kill before eventually being traded out. So now a 4-on-4. And Calix continuing to look for this kill, which actually does work out in his favour. He takes down Carrigan. Xanthar is a great shot on the Guardian as well. And now Exist on this bomb site, or rather Rain on the bomb site, when there's so much pressure. Exist is now the last man standing in towards Connector, as he's going to be forced straight into the crosshair of Calix. That Molotov doing its job perfectly. And Space Soldiers get themselves a third round onto the board, and in the process of doing so, do actually finally force FaZe down to an eco. Just default pistols for FaZe, so I don't expect much to be found. They've gotten very aggressive in towards A main. I think those footsteps should be heard, and we'll likely see Space Soldiers just walk straight into this B-bomb site. Alex to try and actually wait for this to get himself a few kills. Should be able to do so quite easily. There we go, Born's 2 alive from the grave. Space Soldiers having an easy enough time, but that's one weapon that perhaps now can actually be retrieved. It has indeed been by Rain, so yeah, an AK being picked up, that's not too bad. They can maybe try and save that over into the next round. And if Nico can find a weapon as well, that would be perfect. So let's see. He is looking for something. That is to go ahead and shut him down, so not going to happen. And Rain, can he actually save this weapon is the question, because he's being surrounded right now. The player coming in from Ivy. He's go. Major is going to find themselves that kill. So nothing being carried over. Space Soldiers make sure that they aren't able to save that AK that was dropped. And now the buy is going to come in from FaZe, but not perfect. They'll be able to get all the rifles. They can get the op onto Guardian. Utility-wise, though, it's not great. They have 4 smokes and also some flashes to work with. No Molotovs, which I guess on train aren't really too big of a deal. So utility-wise, it's okay. Well, let's see now. It's still up against that double op setup from Space Soldiers. Yet to lose that one. Paz and Engine have been getting a bit of work done. I don't think we've really seen too much from Paz so far. Engine, of course, had that massive round to step it up where he got that opening kill onto Guardian with the Deagle. Nice shot by Ryan, though. Catches Engine creeping up the ladder. Just as we mentioned them, so man advantage now for FaZe. And it looks like we are going to see Space Soldiers just instantly grouping up over towards this B side of the map. They have 3 players already above in the B halls. And the bomb is going to be joining them as Exist is the sole defender on this B bomb site currently. So let's see how this one works out. He does have some assistance now beginning to rotate in through connector. And here we go, Paz with the op, using the smoke perfectly. Finds the opening kill onto Rain. And Exist now, as I said, going to be all alone on the bomb site. What a shot by Nico. Exist to step it up as well and find a headshot onto Calyx. And Major and Paz have just been completely stalled on their push. They haven't been able to push forward. Finally, though, Major finds something to work with and actually opens up that bomb site itself. Now, remaining 3 players are going to be a little bit further into the back lines. And it seems like they're actually cautious about actually rotating on this one. Guardian, ooh, nice shot, takes down Paz. All onto Major now. And he will be dropped by Nico. So the ops just completely finished that one off. Good round coming in by FaZe now. 7-4. But Space Soldiers in those previous 3 or 4 rounds had managed to actually pick them up quite cleanly. So they have a great economy built up. See, another important round for both sides, of course. FaZe wanting to avoid getting reset. Space Soldiers wanting to stop Baseman from getting themselves into a position where they've already won out this half. See, damage being exchanged early on through the smoke over towards Ivy. It's not too one-sided, but just taking a very aggressive fight on B will be taken down quite low, and it's Major to actually drop Nico elsewhere. Calyx, straight through the smoke, takes down Carrigan. So now it's a 5-on-3. Trades once again come in, meaning this A-bomb site is going to fall with a 2-man advantage in favour of Space Soldiers. Exist not really going to be allowed to find too much. That Molotov once again being put down perfectly. There we go, bomb plant is going to come in. Existing Guardian probably want to try and save these weapons now. Looking at the economy for FaZe, yeah, it's absolutely terrible is just the way to put it, I guess. Very little money to work with. They are going to be reset and likely forced onto an eco, which is going to put Space Soldiers into a pretty good position. They should be finding at least 6 rounds now and potentially could still win out this half, of course. Guardian gets himself 1 kill at least. That means they will be able to save over the op and also that rifle into the hands of Exist. So, yeah. Let's see now. They actually may decide to force into this one, it seems. Rain goes for the scout. Deagle in the hands of Nico, which can, of course, cause a lot of damage. And Guardian with the op. Interesting that Exist actually decides to keep himself this M4. Ideally, probably should have swapped over with either Nico or Rain. Most likely Nico, I'd say. Give him that rifle to work with. I guess Nico so far in this game not having a great performance, 5-8. Hasn't been needed too much. Ooh, through the smoke, Xanthars gets a lot of damage on towards Nico, brings him down to 2 HP. And there we go, Calyx to actually finish him off. Ryan, what a shot on the scout though. Returns it onto Calyx almost immediately, so back into a 4-on-4. Space Soldiers once again, this seems to be what they do every single time they lose a kill. Just immediately group up towards B. Guardian with 1 shot to start this one off, and then we will be able to just post up on the cross, but smokes are available. 2 smokes being put in towards... Oh no, it wasn't towards the same place actually. One was more aggressive towards Connector, but still perhaps a bit of a miscommunication. There we go, Exist playing above the smoke now, looking to try and get himself a kill. It has to actually go ahead and take down Guardian before eventually Exist is able to strike. So a 3-on-2 now in favour of FaZe Clan, as Major and Engine are in awkward positions. Major, very aggressive, needs to be able to step it up individually, and he's only going to be able to find one before falling. So Engine has had a nice few rounds so far in this game where he's been quite impactful. Let's see if he can step it up now in the clutch to win this one out. Carrigan waiting on the other side of the smoke as he looks to try and creep through. And he will get taken down. So there we go, 8-5 now in favour of FaZe Clan. They managed to pull off the force play for themselves, so that was a very important round for them to win. There we go, Space Soldiers. They have been able to build up a good bank, as we said. Somehow, I don't know how they built up so much money. I guess getting plants so often really helped. It was the retakes that were coming in from FaZe early on that were very successful, but good damage into this round. Calyx down to 10 HP. And Guardian aggressive on B, I believe, actually has been spotted by Paz, but it doesn't matter. Guardian, of course, has the reactions to connect that shot, and he does so and puts the man advantage now in favour of FaZe Clan. Leaves the word as a player in the smoke, but it doesn't matter. Rain, of course, going to go ahead and get himself that kill. A nice little headshot onto Xanthars. So this round just not working out at all. Space Soldiers being picked apart one by one. And Calyx, of course, was tagged up to 10 HP early on to this round, so it's going to be mostly on to Major to try and get this work done, and it's not looking too likely, especially as his teammate falls. And it's a 1-on-5, and there's still 100 HP onto every single player on FaZe Clan. They haven't actually taken any damage yet in this round. Eventually Nico will be taken down. But Rain is there for a quick trade as he takes that up to a 3k for himself. Now it's 9-5, so FaZe turning this into a pretty solid half. It was beginning to kind of unravel for a while. Slip out our grasp as we saw Space Soldiers begin to close the gap. But now up to 9 means they at least have a 9-6 scoreline, and they could potentially still take this 10-5. Get themselves into the double digits immediately. Let's see, the buy comes in once again from Space Soldiers. They have everything they want. The AKs to work with, a decent amount of utility as well. And Calyx getting extremely aggressive, taken down to 2 HP, but still somehow finds the headshot onto Carrigan. Not long before Guardian is in position to return that onto Paz. So back into a 4-on-4. Calyx, similarly to the previous round, is down on the low HP, which is going to complicate things. But look at this, Xanthars has been able to creep straight out in towards Hell. And that's going to work out perfectly. Finds the headshot on towards Nico, who's distracted by his teammate in Ivy. And now Space Soldiers with a man advantage claimed in their control and presence on this A-bomb site. And ooh, did Xanthars spot out that head there? I don't think he did. Major are going to be given the opportunity for a flank though, so it should be quite an easy kill. And Rain falls. So existing Guardian now left in a 2-on-4. Space Soldiers looking pretty solid to get themselves this 6-9 half at least. Although a couple of players are quite low on HP, so could pull this one off. It doesn't seem likely. Exist last man standing, and he will be dropped. So there we go, 9-6 at half time. FaZe Clan lead by 3. And Space Soldiers done a pretty good job at recovering that half. At one point I believe it was 6-1. Yeah, it was. Space Soldiers picking themselves up the force buy and then getting... Oh, it was the pistol that went in favour of FaZe. Then Space Soldiers won the force buy and then lost against the anti-eco themselves. So it ended up being a 6-1 scoreline before Space Soldiers finally begun to warm up and actually get out those proper investments. And here we go now. It is going to be this second pistol round going live. Going to be such an important one, especially for Space Soldiers. Not too bad. Even if they lose it, they're likely going to be down 12-6, and they will be on the favourite side of the map, of course. But ideally, they want to get this now and put themselves in a position to just straight up equalise the scoreline and make sure there's not a big gap between you and your opponents. But here we go now. Going to be some utility brought out finally for FaZe Clan. Carrigan and Nico to pick that up. Some smokes, flashes and molotovs, and a fast play towards the A-bomb site where Rain is actually going to find that opening kill. That smoke was a bit strange. I think Calyx, or rather Xanthars, actually tried to block it with his body. Rain gets himself a second. Paz finds one at least. Calyx trying to come in from connector now. Needs to win out this fight against Rain if they want a chance, but actually Major are going to be given time to actually go ahead and close the distance. And look at that shot. Takes down Rain. Now it's a 3-on-3. No defuse kit though. It was 5 sets of Kevlar for the Space Soldiers players, so they need to push forward and try and find themselves these kills, and it's actually working out. Paz gets himself another. Major going to go ahead and find one as Paz closes it out, and what a retake from Space Soldiers. 3-on-4. And the headshots are pulled off perfectly. Major hitting some great headshots, as was Paz. 3 kills for Paz, 2 for Major. And here we go, a hero AK from Nico. Did he save that in the previous round? Oh no, the previous round pistol. What am I on about? I was wondering why he has an AK, but I guess they just wanted to buy. Wanted to buy an AK at least. Nice shot by Carrigan. That's very aggressive from Engine. He gets taken down and actually gives over a weapon. Only a UMP, so not too big of a deal. Nico does find one before he himself falls as well, but his rifle has been retrieved. Main problem, no Kevlar for any of these players, so aim punch is going to be a problem, but not if you can find those headshots. Good work by Guardian now as a 2-man advantage is claimed for FaZe, and we may see Space Soldiers actually fall into the pistols once again. Similar to in that first half, and here we go, Exist indeed going to be able to strike from behind. Paz is eliminated and Major now left alone on a 1-on-4. Has to step it up as he did in the previous round. And he is just going to likely look to try and save this M4. Nice kill onto Carrigan at least. But he can't win the round at this point, so... Well, he could, time-wise, but it's very unlikely. Risk-reward, not really worthwhile for him. Maybe winning that round 1 out of 20 times. Don't believe all statistics you hear on the internet, by the way, kids. Because I completely made that one up. But yeah, it was just an example. Not worth the risk-reward, but he is at least getting some damage done. Making sure that all of these weapons won't be saved. As you can see, there was a couple M4s that were picked up by the FaZe players, so at least dropping those. Ooh, may get caught off guard, but no, gets that kill onto Exist as well. And now it's only Guardian that remains. He already has himself an AK, so he may just want to hang back. And Major will finally be able to save that M4. It wasn't an easy task by any means. Here we go, FaZe after pulling off that what was not even really a force buy. It was just the 1 AK and a full eco onto everyone else, but yeah, they pull it off, and now Space Soldiers are the ones working with a very weak buy. The M4 of course being saved is the strongest weapon they have available. A scout for Engine. Other than that, just pistols, and Paz already down to 22 HP. Got a bit of damage done themselves, but not too much. And here we go, FaZe just looking to go for a fast round this seems. Just stick together and hit this A bomb site. Alex waiting with the dig, hopes to try and get something done, and let's see if he is going to be able to connect some great shots. Major with the M4 to open this one up, so a 5-on-4 is going to be found as FaZe need to begin trying to find themselves some opening kills quite soon. Someone's done a good job so far, but Rain to find one. Will be traded up by Paz actually, who creeps in from Pop Dog, and look at that shot from Xantars. 2 versus 2 now, Engine and Calyx to try and close this one out for Space Soldiers. Let's see if they can pull it off. They are sticking together, just pushing in towards the bomb site. Of course, that bomb yet to be retrieved and planted. And look at the damage that's been done now. Engine is all alone, rather. 1-on-2, gets himself the first kill, and it's only Nico now for him to find. A single bullet for either player is enough to get the kill. A little bit more difficult with that scout, of course. Nico should be aware of the position of the final player, but Engine actually now deciding to back off in towards Connector. This could work out. He may actually decide to wrap into the back lines, having that scout, of course, get that long range angle. And let's see if it's going to work out for him, because Nico is taking his time to try and clear out all these positions, so that's given time for Engine to go ahead and actually get himself to a new spot that perhaps is a little bit more viable with the scout, I guess is a way to put it. But Nico tapping the bomb, hoping to try and bait the player out into the open. But Engine, oh, I was going to say not going to happen, but he does walk towards Ivy just as Nico decides to back off. So 1-on-1 now, Nico almost gets caught off guard. Damage being done through the box. He has 1 bullet left in the AK. This is going to be so awkward. And oh my god, Nico with the 1-tap. How does he do that? A single bullet in the AK. That is actually ridiculous. Full eco now for Space Soldiers. Won't really see too much. Calyx has some extra money in the bank, but likely going to be saving that towards an op, I'd say. So Carrigan with that MAP2 now. Of course, being aware of the economy for Space Soldiers, it's just going to look to try and build up some bank. And actually a fast play coming in right now. Space Soldiers all pushing up towards B. Easy cleanup so far for FaZe, though. You would expect with the rifles over the default pistols. and not a single kill to come in for Space Soldiers. So 12-7 now in favour of FaZe Clan. They lead by 5 rounds. And let's see Space Soldiers back onto the buy now with a double up setup. Calyx and Major this time around. Here we go. Okay, a fast round from FaZe. And won't go in their favour immediately. Engine actually able to find that opening kill. And yeah, no one else came with him, so it was just a bit of a fake, it seems, for FaZe Clan. They were probably hoping for Kargan to try and take at least 1 or 2 kills. And as we can see right now, the opposite is going to be shutting this one down. Major and Calyx with 1 each. Guardian to actually return 1, so another up kill to come in. And actually, look how aggressive he's getting right now. Gets himself a second onto Calyx as well. The problem is both of these players right now just kind of trapped on towards the bomb site, not in the ideal positions, really. Major getting aggressive now to push up around the smoke and may be able to get something done, but Guardian would have hurt that scope now. And Exist, yeah, you can see he's aware of the position, able to find himself another kill. Or rather, the first for himself, another kill for FaZe to work with the equalize it into a 2-on-2. And now Guardian with the up to strike again, drops Engine. It's all down to Paz and a 1-on-2. And this round is just completely fallen apart. It was, I believe, a 2-on-4. Or a 2-on-5. And Paz now left alone to clutch it out. The HP not great for either of these FaZe players. Exist down to 11. Guardian going to be planting on the A bomb site. But Exist actually did hang back towards B. So this may not be expected by Paz. Guardian going to be able to just back off with his op now. Oh, Exist, did he make a step is the question. I don't think so. Paz still unaware of this. So the flank may be able to pay off. Paz creeping out towards the site itself. Pushing up to try and find the kill onto Guardian, who currently isn't going to be going for the peak. So yeah, just playing this one safe, making sure Exist can be the first point of contact, or actually Guardian can be the first point of contact. There's the footsteps of Paz, who is running towards the bomb and realizes he has an easy time getting that kill. So there we go, another gun round goes in favour of FaZe Clan now as they take this one up 13-7. And Space Soldiers are going to be forced back onto an eco and are likely going to have to concede a 14th in favour of FaZe. And it's going to be a long road ahead at that point for Space Soldiers to try and pull this one back. Couple upgraded pistols at least being worked with into this round for the CT side, but look at that from Rain. Nice little opening headshot as he pushes straight down ladder. 5-on-4 in favour of FaZe Clan. Seeing Harris with a deagle though. Nice shot on towards Rain. To find more though. And it's Guardian with the op to actually take down Calyx elsewhere. The site is just being completely opened up now. Engine and Major are going to be the last two standing. The Eagles, no Kevlar, and 1 flash. And ooh, nice shot by Engine. Catches 1 player off guard, but he won't be able to find the second. I was getting a little bit scared there for Exist. Cross replacement was perfect, but Major all alone from behind. Gets 1, gets the second. Not going to be able to flick around to find Kargan in the time, but nice try by Major. A little bit of trigger patience. Trigger discipline, rather. Patience on the trigger. But yeah, let's see now. 14-7. Potentially the last full buy round coming in for Space Soldiers right now, which is not going to be good for them by any means. If they lose this one, they're going to be put down to... Well, they'd have 3,400 because they have the full money bonus. So yeah, they'd be put down to probably FAMAS's, UMPs, etc. So yeah, the last full buy potentially for Space Soldiers unless they're able to pick this one up. And let's see, a fast play once again coming in from FaZe. Not shying away from his aggression by any means. Rain up on top of the bomb train. Only going to be able to find 1. But he does do damage, and the trades are still going in favour of FaZe. They were until Paz is able to step it up for 2. There we go now, a 1-on-1 Nico. Seems cautious of Connector indeed, and definitely has the right to be. Major actually creeping out around that smoke, but Nico reads it and gets himself the headshot as map point is going to be found in favour of FaZe Clan. 15-7. And Space Soldiers, as I said now, they're not going to be working with much money into this round. They'll get what they can, but it's not going to be perfect. 2 M4s. 3 M4s actually, so that's not too bad. A FAMAS and a Mag-7 for Major. It's okay in terms of the firepower, but yeah, they've been struggling so far, and I don't expect this round to be much different. There we go, another fast play from FaZe Clan. This time towards B. Major getting aggressive with the shotgun. Not going to work out. Rain flying mid-air with that. AK will be able to find the kill. Now B site is going to be taken over unless Xantares can put up an absolutely amazing performance, and it's only a single kill to be found, so it doesn't look to be the case. But as I said, that Paz with the trade spotted a player on the lower ramp, gets himself a second, flicking around, finds the third on the bomb site. Paz stepping it up massively when it's needed for Space Soldiers right now. All on the Guardian in a 1-on-2. There is no defuse kit available, but it doesn't matter. Paz able to go ahead and take that up to a quad kill. Gets all 4 on the retake. And Space Soldiers get themselves a bit of a lifeline now as they get an 8th onto the board. 7 more to go to try and force it into overtime, so it's not going to be an easy task. But that's a good way to start it. Because now FaZe still have enough money to buy into this one. And it is a little bit low for Guardian and Nico. But I'd presume Carrigan will probably just drop over a weapon. Yeah, that seems to be the case indeed. He drops over the op towards Guardian. Nico could probably get a Galil. Or he could go AK body armor. Yeah, he just decided to go for that. Not too big of a deal, I guess. It just means if he gets headshotted, he will go down immediately. Up against the M4s at least. That's always the case with the AK.
Yakın olabilir mi ya?
Hayır hayır, direkt yakın değil. Ya Fall'un ya Guardian. Ama Fall'un bana da daha yakın geldi. 15-6 her Razors öndeymiş.
Tabii Heroic maçına da bakmak lazım.
Evet. Her Razors'da artık offline'lara gelir inşallah. 15-6'da herhalde dönmez diye tahmin ediyorum.
Nico Ivy tarafından gerçekten çok iyi girdiler.
Son Mayer'le Zantares. Tabii C4 yerde. Onu almaya çalışacaklar. Bakalım Zantares. Kilit isim. Önce Nico'yu buldu. Guardian'dan trade. Mayer'i bıraktı kendi AWP ile. Orada yakın durmaya çalışan Guardian. Birbirlerini kaçırdılar sanırım. Teşekkürler. Arkadaşına headshot'ı gönderdi. Retake için Pop'tan gelecek sanırım. Belki de daha dolanmayı tercih edip main gelebilir. Mayer. Bu ses duyacaklar. Yanıcıdan çıkıyor ve Guardian Mayer'i yakaladı. Böylece ikinci maçı da train haritasını FaZe